All right, sad to say, but the Philadelphia Eagles are your Super Bowl champions. Now, watching the game, it just looked at right out the gate that the Chiefs could not handle that D line. And that's what the Eagles pride themselves on defensively. If you have a quarterback, and let's say you're the defensive coordinator and you're going against an opposing quarterback, let's just say that. If you can rush four and get back there and throw him off his rhythm, man, it's going to be a long day. We've seen the likes of it. Brady against the Giants, Peyton Manning against the Seattle Seahawks, Cam Newton against the Denver Broncos, Joe Burrow against the Los Angeles Rams, and now Mahomes is now a part of that theory. I just don't know what you do against that D-line. When your worst defensive lineman is what, Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter, two young guys, I don't know what you do against that. I really don't. Now, if you look at the game, keep in mind, not a Chiefs fan, but just looking at the game, that O-line could not even hold up for a second. Getting your own offensive lineman pushed into your lap every second, and you gotta, if you guys watch the game and watch it closely, when Mahomes got the ball snapped to him, his feet are already shuffling. So he already has no trust in his offensive line to hold their blocks, because now he feels like he needs to do it all with his legs, or it's just not happening at all. Or there was moments where he tried to make it happen with his legs, and it just was not there. A few times he was able to break free, but most of the time it didn't matter if he was in the pocket. It didn't matter if he was rushing outside the pocket. He was running for his life. And the Chiefs really don't have like a run game all like that. But in the first half, you run the ball 3 times. I think it was 3 or 4 times against this Philly D. When you know they have an O-line like that and a defense like that, you need to keep that defense on the field for as long as possible. You know Saquon is on the other side of that field. You know that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts are all on the other side of that ball waiting for you to screw up. Now, Jalen Hurts had a 10-time better game than Mahomes. 221 passing yards. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 rushing touchdown. He also had 70 yards on the ground rushing. Mahomes, 257, 2 garbage time touchdowns, and an interception. Now, what I don't like, right? I don't like Super Bowls where it's not competitive or where it's not close. The only one I really liked was Seattle against Denver and Denver against the Panthers. Only 2 I actually liked. But if it's just a flat out blowout, there was no point in you even making it. Josh Allen probably would have did better against that. Lamar probably would have did better against that. But they made it Chiefs and Eagles. For some odd reason, it was Chiefs and Eagles. And if it is scripted, I don't like how they won so convincingly like that. Given that people say, oh, it's scripted and, they're just paid entertainers. I don't believe so. Because ain't no way you agree to a script of getting blown out on the biggest stage of them all. There is no way you would agree to that. I'm sure Andy Reid would not agree to that. I'm sure Patrick Mahomes wouldn't agree to that. So all this, the NFL is scripted stuff, needs to stop. But yeah, and the Chiefs did a good job. My fault. Chiefs did a very good job of not letting Saquon hit his head on the goalpost. They did a fantastic job of that. But then Jalen Hurts started throwing the ball. And guess what? As a Bama fan, he can throw the ball when he wants to. When after that national championship back some years ago, when Hurts was in Bama and we had to throw two in there, I think after that, Jalen Hurts, he can throw the ball. All this he can't throw. He can throw. But when you got Saquon Barkley back there, what do I need to throw for? That's like having Derrick Henry. What do I need to throw for? I can just hand it off to him 25, 30 times, and guess what? One of these times he's gonna break free. Sad to say. I'm sad to utter these words out of my mouth. But the Philadelphia Eagles are your Super Bowl champion. Don't know what to say about that.